What's up, everyone? How are you guys and gals doing today? We have a couple incidences, man. Sad state of affairs. Sad state of affairs in a couple locations. Some stuff breaking out, man. Don't forget to watch us on the second part of the show. Chinadoll, first time voting. We're going to be talking about the midterm results. So stay tuned on that one, man. Let's go to our first one right now. WIS News 10. Rival motorcycle gang shooting in Lexington County leaves one dead, four arrested. Sad stuff, man. Sad stuff right there. It's basically you're throwing your life away. Throwing your life away when something like this happens. The Lexington County Sheriff's Department, they name all the people involved, are charged with one count of murder, one count of conspiracy, and 7 counts of attempted murder. Sheriff J. Koon said the shooting took place at South Lake Drive at Interstate 20. The victim, Timothy Brock, was shot multiple times while riding a motorcycle. That always never sat well with me, man. If you're going to do something, at least, do a fair fight and stuff, not shoot somebody off their motorcycle. Bad stuff, man. Bad stuff. The co-defendants approached him at a high rate of speed, fired shots, and fled the scene. Koon shared that a security video showed the 4 men in the area prior to the shooting. The 4 suspects and Brock are from rival motorcycle groups. Members of the Richland County Sheriff's Department, the Edgefield County Sheriff's Office, the Chapin Police Department, and Lexington Police Department arrested the suspects at different locations in the Midlands. It was pretty bad, I guess, man, because they had the Secret Service and the U.S. Marshals assisted in locating the men. All 4 had been transported to Lexington County Detention Center while awaiting a bond hearing, and it was published November 8th, 2022. It was just updated 3 hours ago, and that was by Nevin Smith. Again, lots of charges. You're looking at life, basically, in a one like this. Now, this is a very interesting one. Very interesting one. There was an affidavit that was given. Victims of a Friday night shooting, members of a motorcycle club by Erica Miller. This out of yourbasin.com. It was posted November 7th and updated on November 7th. And it goes on to say the Ector County Sheriff's Office, with the assistant from the Odessa Police Department, arrested 41-year-old Nicholas James Thompson of Odessa in connection with a shooting Friday night that left 1 dead and another injured. Thompson has been charged with suspicion of murder. Now, an affidavit has revealed new information about the incident. Basically, if you don't know what an affidavit is, it means you talked. According to the affidavit, ECSO deputies were called to Pat's Place Lounge around 11:23 on November 4th after someone called 911 and said someone had been shot in the parking lot at the scene. And then investigators found 27-year-old Aaron Ramos dead. Another victim was taken to Medical Center Hospital with serious injuries, and that identity hasn't came public yet. But here is, while questioning witnesses, the deputies discovered the 2 victims were members of the motorcycle club, the Cossacks. Yes, the Cossacks. Several of those witnesses, including the vice president of the motorcycle club, were taken to ECSO to be interviewed about the shooting. There, the club VP said the incident began when a man known as Mento was kicked out of the bar just minutes prior to the shooting. Another club member then entered the bar and told the vice president that some people were outside causing problems and asking to speak with him. Again, this is in the affidavit. The vice president then went into the parking lot and saw two people sitting in a black vehicle. The club members said as they approached the vehicle, which is a no-no, an unknown man, later identified as Thompson, exited the driver's side and began firing, and all club members said Thompson fired about 15 rounds before driving away. Again, this was from your basin, and an affidavit was given by the victims from the Cossacks Motorcycle Club. We'll follow that story as well as the one that just we went over. You know, sad state of affairs, man. I hate when that kind of stuff happens. I really do. I know everybody's going to say, why can't motorcycle clubs just get along? Why can't everybody just work together to fight, you know, the federal government and all that type of stuff? I get it, man. And in a perfect world, that would be fantastic. But let's just face it. It's not a perfect world. And one of the things that really stink is after doing a news broadcast of stuff like this that happens, you'll get a lot of people in the comments section. Hey, Hollywood, man, how is that not a gang when they're over there shooting and killing each other? You're never going to be able to convince anybody when they don't want to come off their positions because they don't want to hear the other side's opinion. Isn't that what's wrong with America right now? Is nobody wants to listen to everybody else's opinion? The fact of the matter is, and I know it bores you, it's just a few members of the club. That doesn't make everybody a gang. And I know why a lot of people in clubs resent the gang name. Because they're out there working hard, supporting the family. And all they want to do is ride their motorcycle, enjoy time with their brothers. And then when something happens, it gets all pinned on them, which isn't right. It isn't right. But that's the way the media and law enforcement is always going to do it. So you have to step back sometimes and say, well, you know what? Clubs are their worst enemies at times. They really are. It's hard to beat a narrative when you see this kind of stuff in news articles. It really is. It's really hard. But anyway, we're going to go to the second half of the show right now with Chinadoll. We're talking midterms, man. We're going to get into some political stuff. Stay tuned right here, man. It's going to be a good one.